pain right here has got me underground. I've been feeling that right now. This pain right here feels like I don't wanna be here.
Nani, nani, unanifanya nisikie kunyongwa. Hadija ai, nani especially ukisonga. Na nimesha shindwa kuonga. Sweetie walai, ukienda mbali I miss you stronger.
Dim the lights panda juu, meremeta star. Nitavunjika mguu, nikikupanda. Starstruck, you're my music, twinkle little star. Wonder what you are.
The way you whine, girl, your waist give me goosebumps, ooh. Spiritual things, what you do. Vitu unafanya unani weekend juju. Ni voodoo. Ooh, can you be my somebody? Shoulder to lean on hadi. Yesu warudi kiyama. Shafanya uamuzi kiyama. Kipasi saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka nani especially ukisaka. Saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka unanifanya nisikie
tunaka kitu kuniliko, si uniharibu nipeleke Puerto Rico. Soy uno elefante, te quiere tu cuerpo. Trompeto tocando melodías en tu cuerpo. Akiwa laina jua kile nasema, nasikia unakuagana mwenyewe mista sema. Na ukiniagizia nipewe si mtadema. After nimalizane na wewe si utahema.
Nani Hadija ai, unanifanya nisikie kunyongwa. Na nimesha shindwa kuonga. Sweetie walai, ukienda mbali I miss you stronger. Nani especially ukisaka. Saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka nani especially ukisaka. Saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka unanifanya nisikie
Breathe girl, wachilia waist trainer. Playlist ya 90s, ni adjust lighting. Fat dress, hapana ngara type jeans. Mansa kwa thirsty, oh lord of mercy, you had me. Nataka kandarasi. Did you know that your toes can curl? Night nurse, I'm ready for your curse. Bad girl, come share my world.
Nani especially ukisaka. Saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka nani especially ukisaka. Saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka, saka, saka tarumba. Saka unanifanya nisikie kunyongwa. Hadija ai, nani especially ukisonga. Na nimesha shindwa kuponga. Sweetie walai, ukienda mbali I miss you stronger. You my leader.
A very good morning to you. I hope that you are doing well. My name is Virginia Njogu, and you are tuned in to the Internetwork show. Yes, I am the intern right here on Radio 254, your home of Kenyan music and content, Maze. Celebrating Kenyan music today on this Thursday is a random playlist. Doesn't always have to be throwback every Thursday. So coming up, as always, is my number one artist, Nyashinsky, with Kebs, because you already know the vibes.
Nataka usikie ngoma Guns. sijui vile utafeel.
Ayaga
Already sijui vile unafeel. Umezoesha vibaya ndo ujiwezi. Unasikiza jamaa mbaba na very true. Na washika bila kuwavalia navy blue. Malaika na nisho umeweka mapenzi juu. Yeah, rumors za maskando za ulava na lady drama. Na tisteto mali uko na baby mama. Kwa mitandao kila siku ni story new. Bando zako zikiisha utapitwa uspori new. Kapedi nko chini ya waba leo dreads zinafungwa juu. Naishi mali juu kwa anga so daily na enjoy the view. Taka kuona roho chafu, shika do kidogo uone vile utaboa watu. For 10 years amkuwa mnajali mali na lala. Screwdriver yangu ni shimo gani na screw. Mtu mali ameamua hata lala salama kabla hakikisha ameambia watu nyasha na jidu. Staki kuona watu wakikucelebrate, role model na watu hii wanakuimitate. Omangi peke yako tuna spliti plate, hatukutrendisha vile tulifanya Jimmy Gate. Industry na madimo nuko show nataka fame. Pengine ndo maana si blending juu. Unaweza tell kuna vile mina hawa tuko same. Misi ngombe yako ya grade do. Umezoeshwa vibaya ndo ujiwezi. Unasikiza jamaa mbaya bana very true. Na washika bila kuwavalia navy blue. Malaika na nisho umeweka mapenzi juu. Caps standard ya quality sisi hapa. Caps lindo standard ya quality. Caps yeah. Nasikia mkiongea na mwa kukaa kimya na unafaka twiga. Au kamjinga ama bounce au napima. Wazimu na wazima kwa simu na yasima ya mchuzi ndio sina. You can't believe all this bullshit you're reading. You can't be really considering singing. Big fat check for Nyashinsky though. Ataka Mungu pekee haikuwa na video. Ana ngoma 3 pekee tumwitie nini show. Nasikia kwenda ma interview anaitisha milioni. You can't believe all this bullshit you're reading. You can't be serious. You can't be anything you wanna be. A drug addict, you drug addict. Nyumba runda bado tu ni fantasy. Listen watu wawili mimi na king wa South Sea. Mkipenya mnapenya but your eyes can't see. Uko busy tu kwa group tu hating on me. ATO he as a big EGO he refused to follow me on IG. I'm not voting. God bless you even before you sneeze. It's a free country, you can do as you please. Nikiamka Sunday nijipate on my knees. Nitakuwa nasema asante sio please. Umezoeshwa vibaya ndo ujiwezi. Unasikiza jamaa mbaya bana very true. Na washika bila kuwavalia navy blue. Malaika na nisho umeweka mapenzi juu. No yule wanayemsema yule jina lake wanamwita hiyo. Kubali mziki umeenda shule na mashosi pia ndo hizo. Nasoma tuniwe. Nasoma tuniwe. Let's kubada iwe. Nasema iwe.
To the man who I am the #1 fan of, Nyashinsky has just been on our playlist. Mazay has just been on our playlist. Coming up is a great playlist I've created just for you this wonderful Thursday. And while we're here, we'd want to talk about mental health. And in this case, where do you see yourself having a problem? And we were having this conversation with a friend of mine, a new friend of mine called Huru. We just interacted. So let me give you context. So I was here at Radio 254 and he was coming in for a show from 1 to 4 p.m. And we got talking and introductions. Of course, I'm Jane, I work here. And his name was Huru, and he's an artist, singer, and an author. And when he mentioned that, I was like, oh my God, that's so, that's so, yani you're doing work for yourself. Ni kama umeji self-employed. That's so self-employed-ish. You don't just stay at I'm a singer, writer, and author. That sounds like, okay, like I'm the CEO of my own life and all that. And I'm like, wow. Like I admired that from like my standpoint, So we got talking, and apparently the book that he's written is about mental health, and in it he delves into how the circumstances are different for people and whatnot. And when we were discussing and we were having a conversation, we mentioned how, of course, as the two of us, as we were interacting, we are aware of mental health and the awareness of it, you know. And then we got to ask, how about those people who don't even acknowledge that mental health is a thing, and because of that, they wouldn't admit or even see whether or not they have a problem as themselves, instead of saying it's the world's fault. They do not have the capability of checking inside themselves and knowing that either what they're doing is wrong or right, you know? So, with that conversation, I said that I usually feel so sad for people who feel like they are, on top of the world, and that they don't have a fault, or more of they don't see what their fault is, even when they're saying sorry. They just say, I'm sorry. When you say for what, they'll say, I'm sorry for making you feel bad. And that is besides what mental awareness is about. Mental awareness and being careful with somebody else's mental space requires so much so much so much capacity to understand that you and this friend, this person, this relative are two different people, and you all process things differently, and you have a different outlook on both of your lives, Yeah, so the major question of today is, how do you work with people who are very difficult to deal with in the mental awareness arena? Like, they wouldn't apologize. You'd say they're toxic. In this world's terms, we'd say they're toxic. How do you deal with people who feel like they are getting into your space and into your mind, into your awareness? Must say they're getting into your body. You can't eat, you can't sleep because of something someone out there, somewhere, said and made you feel some type of way. Personally, I am a writer, so I tend to write when I'm feeling bogged down. I'd want to write more than I do, but I feel like writing works for me because it's like removing your mind and putting it on a paper and being able to see, these are my thoughts, this is why I'm thinking like this. And even when the sentence doesn't make sense and it's just a stream of thoughts, you can still read through it and find the sentences that are usually in your mind, and you can see how this is how I think like this. This is why I think like this once you're rereading it. And then the best thing about writing is that it's put down and it's documented. So you can go back and check it out maybe even 7 years later if you still have the book. So it's still relevant. And when you find pieces of paper and like notebooks that I have written, now you is me, when I find books and notebooks and sticker notes that I made when I was in primary or secondary, I want to go back to that child and just hug that person, because at this point I wouldn't write something like that. Not that I'm judging or like bashing the things I've written before. More of, I can see the healing that I needed, and I can totally say that till now, I'm definitely not the same person. So just to commend the growth, yani, I like rereading my notebooks and old stuff that I've written, because they just bring in some sort of nice feeling, like euphoria, and reminding you how things used to be. Even when they were bad then, you can find a moment when, during this time, I'd written something, I was feeling happy, or cute moment during around this time. So writing goes a long way for me. So I get down to my pen and paper and I'm writing and I'm jotting because that's how I deal with my issues. I'll definitely feel so much better. I don't know if that works for you, or you'd rather go talk to your friend and give them some tea about who and what has made you upset, or maybe you'd rather just go have a game, play a game online or on your phone until dark, or maybe Netflix, or maybe just read a book. Whatever your poison is, I'm sure you indulge with it and you get to cope with this people who might be called energy suckers and energy vampires, Yeah. Coming up is Karun, pen and paper. And it's in context with what I do, because pen and paper will always save my life.
Oh yeah. Would you be my pen and paper? I could write your destiny. Maybe I could see it later, and I'll show you the rest of me. After you I feel better. Oh, you're like my therapy. Wish that I could feel this forever. Commit you to my memory. Yeah, I feel closer to myself, but it's sad to see that you're bad for my health and you stop with me. I feel better when I write it down, yeah, for myself to see. Cause I'm out here wondering if you'll be there for me. Cause it was fine when we started, and I wonder if you're toxic. And spend all my days now in a state of need, and I'll be there for you even though you're bad for me. Even though one of you said no for me. Would you be my pen and paper? I could write your destiny. Maybe I could see it later, and I'll show you the rest of me. After you I feel better. Oh, you're like my therapy. Wish that I could feel this forever. Commit you to my memory. Ukinikaribia, najiachilia. 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 On my dog. Ukinikaribia, najiachilia.
Kila mtu kwenye dance floor, let's go. Act like you know, vijana barubaru na wewe. Ya dada, twende.
Yo, by any chance ka unaitaka unaikufia kwa streets, mikasa ngori zinanikamia. Najipush nifike place amwezi nifikia. Lost so many brothers, God amenishikilia. Don't back down, face it head on. Ukiniona around, jua tuko zone. Neza toa form, vurugu go down. Mikasa isukasa, ukimblame tunakuround. Tunadishi this year, tuliwakad last year. Kitu ineza nikatia, ni kukosa kuona njia. Siezi taka kuidandia, kasi yangu na ili pia wezi nikosa kwa njia kani ukali unafikia. Kuwa mjanja kama uko maliniko, energy iko nitakuwa richer than before. Uplifting my people on drugs at 20 detox. We ain't changing for nobody, pende vile iko.
Kale ka dance ketu time imefika, jitafutie space ya kutingika, yeah. Kulan unalana tu dakika, kubali kama vibe imekushika. Left foot mbele, right foot back, uwa mosquito shikanisha your hands. Tingiza mabega kimulembe man, ipeleke mbele then bring it back. Left foot mbele, right foot back, uwa mosquito shikanisha your hands. Tingiza mabega kimulembe man, ipeleke mbele then bring it back. Left foot mbele, right foot back, uwa mosquito shikanisha your hands. Tingiza mabega kimulembe man, ipeleke mbele then bring it back. Usachekele my black eye, you should see the other guy. Alishindwa kunyangusha though he tried, uwezi ni kulia wifi. Akona fidelity kushinda wifi. Me who was a blame vitungu when I cry. If to live I have to kill my dreams then I'll die. Tie the knot, make my noose eat, I can't tie. Tie the knot, make my noose eat, I can't tie. Yeah, greatness is my ally. Nili divorce quitting early morning. Ako kotini anapigania early morning. Dini ngoni, I know the truth. Hey, na JTX na dai kuba iko kwa booth. I'm sorry baby, music is a jealous lover. Nikilala inje ndo kasienja otavia. Doing this for you and Adia Siana. Sikupita usichoke kungojea mchana. Kale ka dance ketu time imefika, jitafutie space ya kutingika, yeah. Kulan unalana tu dakika, kubali kama vibe imekushika. Left foot mbele, right foot back, uwa mosquito shikanisha your hands. Tingiza mabega kimulembe man, ipeleke mbele then bring it back. Left foot mbele, right foot back, uwa mosquito shikanisha your hands. Tingiza mabega kimulembe man, ipeleke mbele then bring it back. Left foot mbele, right foot back, uwa mosquito shikanisha your hands. Tingiza mabega kimulembe man, ipeleke mbele then bring it back.
Kama kutwa kuna star basi wa kwanza ni mimi. Tunaitaka iende sana kila siku tunekabidi. Muziki na hubs unajua ni therapeutic. Ambieni Spotify hit track playlist it. Psyche ya kupa on a daily haiishi. Unadhani kuona star kama mimi ni easy. Whatever you want best believe you'll achieve it. Hawezi pata mwizi akipack side hizi.
Made it.
You called, said you wouldn't mind. You wasted another chance. I warned you I'm hard to find, but I wouldn't have to be so terrified. I wish I could relate, but I'm still standing here. And even though we're made, so yeah, you are still standing here. Maybe we could light a J and talk about it, yeah. Maybe you can manifest this about it, yeah. We're working on 9 to 5, get up on it, yeah. You wouldn't have to wait another day. Raking up these wages, so be on your way, yeah. Niggas know no patience. That's why you won't make it. I wish I could relate, but I'm still standing here. And even though we're made, so yeah, you are still standing here. Maybe Working on 9 to 5, get up on it, yeah. You wouldn't have to wait another day.
Nikita Kering coming in hot with this song Unrelatable. We'll love to see her winning. I keep saying it, and as always, I am going to keep reminding you that because Generation Z knew a Z. Alright, so we're gonna keep listening to some jams because why not? But before that, I need to tell you guys that this is a very important time of the year because you can decide to join a very wonderful group who are supporting young Kenyan artists. If you are a musician, a creative, a content creator, wanting to put yourself in the Kenyan music scene, I have the details for you in just a bit. Do not worry. But kama kawa kama dawa, Generation Z ni wa Z as aforementioned, lakini there's one thing that has been making all of us been tukwe tu tuko na heartbreaks left, right and center. This is the art of the relationship happening in not only Nairobi but in most cities, let me tell you, where we have a DTF, we have FWBs, we have all sorts of names for a relationship that is supposed to be consecrated and is supposed to be between soulmates and soul friends. Now, the dark side is this thing that we take so casually, this sex thing that we take so casually is a very entwining thing. If you do not take care, you might end up with some contracts on your file that you have no idea how they got there. And this is ideal. Like, we see it in movies, we see it in real world where somebody signs contracts, somebody, a rich goon, like a goon is very rich and makes purchases and business, this type of people. And then there's this person out to swindle them and decides to make them sign a contract, almost a 30-page contract, several times without them having to read what the contract entails. So the person proposing the contract just brushes on the details and says, this is what it's about, just sign here and just sign here, And then you, who's holding the pen and whose signature, it's yours, you own the signature, you do the signing, and while you're at it, baze, you don't know that you're putting yourself in deep trouble, that you are maybe, giving away your assets, giving away your shares. Somebody is going to have details of you giving away your data and privacy, like how we just easily do it during signing up for an app. Like, oh, do you accept all these terms? And because we want you to download this app so fast, we just scroll like this because they're long. It's usually, even me, I'm a culprit by the way. I'm not even like bashing anybody, but sometimes you might find yourself in trouble because if TikTok, not that TikTok is doing it, but we know it's doing it. But if TikTok or any other platform decides to use your data, your private data, against you, or for other cases, maybe they have a law there's a case they're trying to pursue and your data might come in handy to assist them, etc. However way, you will be like, I didn't know my data was being used like this, and you'll be like, no, you knew, you accepted the terms and conditions, no, you knew, you signed this contract, sir, so you know that your assets have been going to Europe, you know that your assets have been going to Russia for the past 6 months. I didn't know when I was given this by my lawyer, he just said it's a business opportunity that is underway and and they'll tell you should have read the contract, you should have read the contract. Long story short, there are contracts with coming in contact with variety of people, and not only just variety, with everyone that you've met with, not just the variety. Everybody leaves an imprint when you come into contact with them, especially for intimate business. Now, if that doesn't spook you, if that spooks you, that's upon you. But kama kawa kama dawa, as Kagwe Mugai is about to tell us right about now, is that ukifanyiwa ile kitu, we songa ukisonga, songa ukisonganga. Na pia kuna ingine inakuja inaitwa songa. Songa kama ugali. Songa kama, I love that jam. Let's have a listen.
Time. I am on your wasting time. I don't know your Malkia, Malkia, Malkia. Kuwa this fine inakuwa unfair. And you already know. Yeah, you already know. Malkia, Malkia, Malkia. Nimekutuma text mingi kama mia. Hivi ndio umeni show. Yani umeni ghost. Mimi Mi yule mu sexy, mini yule mu deadly. Mi upenda kwa na pedi wa mama na walevi. Mi yule mu sexy, hauwezi niseti. Na kauna GT, kauko na main character energy. Uki ghostiwa, ghostika. Tough time never last, only tough people. Na ukiblokiwa, blokika. You're a 10 out of 10 time yako inafika. Ghostika. I don't know why you're wasting time. I am your wasting time. I don't know you're wasting. Ghostika. Bro, shika story. Kumbuka yule dem nilimnogi. Sio njogi. Yule tulipata na gatoi. Uyo shori. So jana nilipata na mbogi. Tuka link na mayengs, mimi nikaingia dance, nikempata na Pascal Tokodi. Ngoja mengine, tulia kwanza nikuambie. Masaa nilikat time alitoa clutch ati anashika simu za utile. Huyu dem atanirarua, kila siku nasikia ruma. Hata hajui jina yangu buda, anashinda akiniita Nick Mutuma. Ukighostiwa, ghostika. Tough time never last, only tough people. Na ukiblokiwa, blokika. You're a 10 out of 10 time yako inafika. Ukighostiwa, ghostika. Tough time never last, only tough people. Na ukiblokiwa, blokika. You're a 10 out of 10 time yako inafika. So ghostika.
Ukighostiwa ughostike.
Choka ni bossy kwa nini? Tunasonga kaugali. Tunasonga kaugali. Tunasonga kaugali. Tunasonga kaugali. Tunasonga kaugali. Hey mami, unaenda kani? Slow kiasi na kutamani. Wacha kimani, niko na amani. Siogope basi songa kaugali. Mimi nishatia makali. chote kagari. Kumbe wewe ndio supu kwa menu, nikufunge chobo kama new. Una day day, nina die die. Una stay stay, nina die die. Una say na ku ai. Tusha play basi bye bye. Tuna songa kaugali. 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 Kila songa kaugali naifinyaga bila maswali. Naidunga kama nyuki, utamu kama wa asali. Naiweka kama dipo, naikulaga bila malipo. Naipiga kama starter, ikiwaka naipiga kama bata. Naikulaga na mboga, samaki ongezaga uyoga. Mikono nishaoga, bigi ndogo mina gonga. Twende tuna songa kaugali. 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 Tuna songa kaugali.
Last time tulidandia, this time tunakam tukipika masembe. Misi ule bandia, unajua na kulima ile design ya jembe. Pika yo kuona pembe, hakuna roti padi mwende. Batena kina sing, karibu vusuma sina wale making. Badai fufu ama ugali, motorbike ama nikubebe kwa gari. Super bread sufuria mambo shwari kama DK, hapa mambo sari.
Tuna songa kaugali. 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 Tuna songa kaugali.
Hey boss, songa bana.
Songa ka nini?
Unasonga ka gari manze. Wacha bana, niko pusia bana, nasonga ugari hakuna kuku bana.
Na tunasonga kwa chati kwa chutu
sana baba. Unajua sisi ndo wale waruya.
Ngoma
kwa malani mama kwa malani.
Ugali wewe.
Kwa malani ugali wewe. Ona uko ugali kwa. Ugali wale uko white kwa brown.
Ugali wewe, unasonga kama ugali. This is the work that we are in the relationship industry. At this point, it's an industry huku Kenya because kama hauna kakiru, then hauna kakiru. Alright, yes. Welcome back to the Internetwork show. Coming to the top of the hour. I have been your host, Maze, and I've loved every minute of it. Before we wind up, I'd love to give a big shout out to Derek with an exclamation mark at the end for tuning in. And while we're at it, he is an artist here in Kenya, coming up with some jams. Just dropped something and having something underway. Great to see moves and more moves and more moves. Maze, tunaenda hapa hivi, tunaingia hapa hivi YouTube, unaenda una search Derek, lakini probably search his song called Cadillac with a K, Kadillak. Si Cadillac ya C, najua Cadillac ya kawaida spelled with a C, but this one has a K. All right, it's a lyric video, and hey, this guy has jams for days. I'm telling you. As we're about to listen to him, I'd like to give my goodbyes. About to head out, and coming up next is Search 254 by Shihem Betsa. This is day 4 for him, and thank you so much for tuning in whenever I'm out and it's his turn. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting him. At the end of this competition on Search 254, not everybody, the one who has the most likes and the most listenings is the one who's going to be tokened a little something. And everybody loves gifts, right? All right, I'm gifting you this song, Cadillac by Derek, from me to you. Until tomorrow, it's been me, Jin. Have a good one. Bye.
Now I think I'm out of my mind. Better open yours cause I wanna get inside. Fuck you up mentally, better be ready, be tryna pull up with the timber heat to take it to the mind. So you better get the fuck that I can. Jeopardize a name, take it to the fucking can. Ain't nobody gonna play trash, I'm the rust by the cannibals in my hand. Got your beach on my lap, thinking cannibals. Got you thinking you better, you niggas cutting for shit. I'm bringing up a new cadence with the mother last night. If you really can dance, taking the gas, I'm bringing in all the cookiness bill. It ain't cold no more, is there room for more? Asking my penis up ina, stafila, shifila. Pretty sick, killer, hanging out with a bunch of killers. I'm nasty, flow that you like happy, it's not even happy. Can wipe clean the shit, the ass beat. Can't lead, talk around, feeble minds, those shallow people now we never equal. Get the boss to wanna tangle the HIP. ER is the place I be taking your bitch. How far do you think I can take a beef? You're gonna roll it and this all bitch and fave. Bitch, Open my Cadillac. Open my Cadillac. Bitch, hop on this Cadillac. Yeah. If I pick up a pen and walk your weekend, give me the lady carrying man, I feel I be grateful. I'ma give her the good cue. The lady got the juice, just saying. I ain't throwing shots, me I buy drinks. It all depends, I'm looking the range, the lyrical man. That you had, then I fucking catch you a girl or a hoe, cause she fucking for pants. Banana your friends, telling me they be under her pants. I'm the old time better one. When I pull up on the scene, motherfucker, yeah, you better one. You better fuck up, pull your box up, or you better not. Tryna find a way back away you at, or you better stay out. I lie and shallow dress where my boss lie. I pull him out, I'm a keeper, they never miss a mark. I chain plus the second I realize she don't feed him my plans. And I ain't talking about the saving them friends. Don't even fika mujini, my nigga, my homes kanivutia. Hey, you hyper, where you at? Puna phone, nimejipa ya manjoka. Kama sita na machali pia mbili, you're the king, you be back in them too. I got BDE, better keep your mother safe. When I feed it, eat her soul, body and mind, and mind for the king. Now when I wake up in the morning, be before me, living life like a king. Bitch, Open my Cadillac. Open my Cadillac. Bitch, hop on this Cadillac. Yeah.
Hold up the dukes, now I'm paid. Slabs on the Cadillac swing. Hold up the dukes, now I'm paid.
Niko na madem na niko na pombe. Usilete tambla hapa tu ni vikombe. Usikanyage bounce hawajuangi pole. Utabebwa juu ujipate uko sore.
Magushodo wanachachisha dance floor. Wamekuja kutingiza hizo vitu zao. Hapa ni shangwe, kelele na nderemo. Tunawasha vela tufukuze zo mapepo.
Soft life, 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 soft life.
Shori utakunywa nini? Itisha yote. Tuko na pesa mingi, itisha pombe. Ni magizani si lazima situponge. We can have some fun and let our fingers do the talking.
She wants some charisma, some tequila. Chachisha, baby anatingiza ni kama mekuja vita. Cheza pole pole, usikanyage waya ya stima. Soft life, 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 soft life.
Yeah, aye. Soft life ambassador, bamukonga hardcore. Soft light smoke juu vele metoka ngambo nasikia anti wahu wana try kudrive Lambo but DL yangu tolewanga tu time ya Prado but bebe na pewe kichoka sema na sijawai shinda kutisha kile ntadishi liwe simana choma laftoshe mkono na lebo hadi mbebe pewe na pewe achoke aseme
Soft life, soft life, soft life, soft life, soft life,
aseme
soft life,
aseme pewe na pewe achoke aseme